You have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
This is the 2025 CFMOTO 675SS. She's beautiful, man. I'm actually on the way back home to Los Angeles from San Diego right here at my brother's house. So yeah, just come join me as I ride this back. Actually midday right now, so it's probably the hottest time for me to be traveling, but it's okay. It is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. How about a cold start for you guys? Dude, that's a nice startup. I just found this out yesterday. All I have to do is press this one time and it just starts. Alright, let's head back to Los Angeles. Like what I was showing you guys earlier, all I have to do is press this once and it starts. That's so cool, like a car. First order of business, let's go get gas. I just want to travel with a full tank of gas before heading out. From the title of this video, I did sell my ZX6R. The 2024 ZX6R is no longer in the channel, which sucks, but hey, at least we have this now. We will miss the ZX6R. That was a truly amazing bike, but unfortunately, aside from me being ready to move on from the bike, it was also broken, I guess. Not broken, but you know, it had the recall. Though Kawasaki was gonna fix it, I just thought that it wasn't gonna be the same bike anymore. Plus, being ready to move on from the bike, so I just kind of decided to trade in the bike. This is an amazing bike in itself. For the price, you get a lot of features that you just won't find in the ZX6R. Dude, this thing is enough for my riding style, so it only made sense for me. It was either this or the Yamaha R9, but since I already have the XSR 900, I kind of felt like there was no point in me getting the the R9, because they're basically the same bike, engine wise at least. Dude, this bike is just so nice, man. There's a lot of features that I've already noticed that I am appreciating a lot. Like this tire pressure monitor that you guys are seeing right now, the dashboard. That's a big plus for me. Hold on, let's get gas first and then we can continue this conversation. I also need to get Gatorade because I like to fuel up on my electrolytes if I'm doing long rides. Maybe drink a Celsius, bro. Let's do orange, but then on top of that, let's also get a Gatorade. Oh, the blue one is good too. Dude, look at that bike, bro. Such a beautiful bike. Cannot go wrong with it. I'm falling in love with it every time. Oh shit, what's this? Oh man, I need to clean that up. I just filled up gas. I pulled up here to the side because I want to down this Celsius real quick before I go. Let's go. I just finished here at the gas station. I was drinking that Celsius really fast and now I have energy at least, but there's a high chance that we have to stop in like 30 minutes just so I can take a piss. But yeah, let's talk about why I wanted to get this bike, and then at the end of the video, let's talk about why we got rid of the ZX6R. It's really hot. It's the worst time to go back to LA right now, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Dude, the quick shifter on this thing really surprised the fuck out of me. The quick shifter is so smooth, especially when you're already up in the RPMs. Still doing the break-in miles. I literally just got this yesterday for 4th of July, and then I drove it directly to San Diego. But dude, so far on the freeway, it's really comfortable. I guess from like a third-person point of view, it looks like I'm on like a very aggressive position, but it really isn't like that, and I don't even feel like that either. Okay, so let's start talking about why I got this bike. Number one reason was the price point. For 8,000 MSRP, this bike is amazing. 3 cylinders, it's got enough power, and all the electrics that you can think of. I personally thought that the bike looked really good. The fairings on it, and just like overall the bike was really nice. The one thing I don't like about it though is the tail lights. I don't know how I'm gonna tail tidy that thing, but we'll figure something out. And it has the phone app. Yesterday I was kind of playing around with the CFMOTO Ride Sync app, and there's a feature where it tells me when somebody is touching my bike. Which is sick because I live in Los Angeles and stealing bikes is a thing. I guess not just in Los Angeles, but you know, the fact that that's a thing is crazy. There's also a feature on there where you can have navigation. I'm not using it right now. I couldn't figure it out last night either, but you know, figure it out later when we get familiar with the bike. Oh, and the one thing that I thought was cool is that it has the steering damper from CFMOTO. I thought that it was like an accessory when I was buying it at the dealership, but they said it was included, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. I also really appreciate that the turn signals are on the side mirrors. Originally I was gonna get the white one, but I ended up getting the black one because it was the only one they had in the store, and I really wanted to drive away with the new bike. Handling wise, dude, this thing is very nimble. What kind of bike is that? That's cool. Dude, look at his tail lights. I mean, his plates. The one thing I am gonna change immediately is the windshield. Man, I need it higher, bro, like right here or something. It feels like a naked bike with all the wind on my chest right now. One of the things that really surprised me about this bike is the power and the torque. I know it only says 95 horsepower, but it feels like a lot more than that. Maybe because of the torque, I don't know, but 3-cylinder, it's nice, man. It's really nice. I'm blown away. All right, I'm gonna cover some ground and then I'll get back to you guys later because we still got a long way to go. I need to save memory and battery. See you guys in a bit. All right, y'all. So we're about to hop on the 5 North. I've covered, I don't know, maybe like 15 miles right now by myself. Yeah, the more miles I'm putting on this thing, dude, the more I'm falling in love with it, bro. The one thing that I need to get used to is how sensitive the throttle is. It feels like it's gonna throw me off or something. It's really sensitive. My dad drove it this morning just to test it out, and I told him about the throttle and he didn't believe me. And then once he got on it, he was like, holy shit. Dude, it's a scary machine, man. 3 cylinders, low horsepower. I think the torque is just giving it so much. All right, from here, I think we have about like 80 more miles. Not sure. So far I'm feeling good. My ass is alright. My back is alright. My lower back is alright. My arms are alright. A little bit tingling sensation on my right point finger, but that's about it. Yeah, feels comfortable so far. 3 cylinders are always like, they sound so nice all the time. Just like a 4-cylinder will, the 3-cylinder can, you know? The one thing I really wish that this bike did have though is more RPMs. This one red lines at 11,000. You know what, this whole ride that I've been doing, I've been trying to think like, is this comparable to a ZX6R? I don't know, because the ZX6R is a monster, you know. That's 117 horsepower, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's 4 cylinders. So I don't know if we can compare it to the ZX6R, and that's kind of what I've been trying to do, but I don't know if I have the right to do so. I don't know. According to my gas reading, I have about 125 miles until I need to fill up. I think we should make it back to my place before I need to fill up. Let's test how accurate this thing really is. This thing is incredibly light also once you get going. One thing I also wanted to mention is that this thing shows you the temperature of your tires, front and back. Isn't that crazy, my friends? So you know when you have cold tires. A nice car, man. Okay, so this is where the Los Angeles traffic begins. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is fold my mirrors, because last time, brother, I almost hit somebody, man. So what we're gonna do is just gonna cruise. No need to go fast. My legs are kind of tiring out a little bit, and so far she's proving to be a good bike. You know, I've only had it for 160 miles altogether. I guess I can't really form a final opinion yet on it, but so far I am loving it. I'm excited to create more content with this. For sure an exhaust, tail tidy, just like the normal stuff. I might stop by somewhere and just kind of stretch my legs out. Dude, let me tell you about this quick shifter, brother. This quick shifter is so freaking smooth. Not gonna lie, first to second is never smooth on any bike that I've ever ridden, and this counts this one too. First and second is not that smooth, but 3, 4, 5, and 6, dude, let me tell you, man, it feels like effortless. Watch. Ah, it feels so nice. This goes to show what CFMOTO is really capable of, man. Definitely gonna get the higher windscreen because I'm getting beat up right now. Dude, the power delivery is so smooth. I am blown away, dude. I am blown away. I'm excited to show this to my friends and for them to ride it and get their reaction. Also, the ergonomics, insane. It's really good too. Like, I am sporty but comfortable. This gas tank, it has like a really good like geometry to it, to where when I laid my chest on it, it felt really comfortable. For some reason it felt like it was just hugging me. I don't know, dude, it was weird. This might be the very first time I did not stop at a gas station on a trip from San Diego to LA. Usually I would stop to stretch out or to get gas. My ass is starting to hurt though. I'm excited to break it in, man, and like experience the full power of this thing. What do you guys think so far? How do you guys like the CFMOTO 675? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Never mind, I lied. I think I'm gonna pull over real quick. My ass is hurting so bad. Old Town Tustin, first time. Like it's a big deal, huh? Whoa. No shade. Oh, right here. Let's chill here for a bit, guys, and then we can get back into the road. But yeah, this is the final stretch back home. Really important when you're taking a long trip, right? Or what feels like a long trip, to take breaks. You don't have to do it all in one trip. Don't overwork yourself. Let's get to the reasons why I sold my ZX6R. So number one reason, because I thought I was ready to move on from the bike, but only when the recall happened. When the recall happened, it scared me. Yeah, I mean overall I just kind of got scared. I thought that the engine would blow up if I rode it again. The thought of the engine blowing up and my rear tires locking up, it just didn't sit right with me. I knew that I was always gonna have that in the back of my head when I ride that thing, so I was like, maybe it's time to move on, right? So I kept thinking about it, I slept on it, and you know, ultimately I decided, yes, it's time to move on. Other than that, you know, also I thought that even if there was a fix to the recall, I thought that it would never be the same bike ever again. Even though Kawasaki was willingly going to cover it, it didn't sit right with me. I thought that this would never be the same bike. On top of that, having the fear of the engine blowing up mid-ride, so all that kind of bunched up all together, I was like, yeah, I think we should just sell the bike. Unfortunately, I'm also one of the riders that was making payments on that bike, and I didn't want to make a payment on a bike that I couldn't use. Plain simple. I just thought that it was not worth doing that, so that added up to it. Yeah, I guess that was about it. I was just kind of ready to move on from it. Initially, I was going to move up the rankings, right? I wanted to get a ZX10R or an R1. I was in the middle of both, right? But with my riding style, I don't think having a 1000cc bike would be practical. Although having one would be nice, right? But it came down to the fact that it would not be practical for me to have a 1000cc bike. Aside from that, they're really expensive. Also, I feel like with my skill level, even though I'm like a year and a half in riding consistently, I just felt like it wasn't time for me to move on to a 1000cc. Even though, you know, I feel like I could handle it, it just would feel like I would not be in control of that bike. That in itself does not sit right with me. So that's why I didn't go with a 1000cc. I wanted to look for a direct replacement for the ZX6R. So I had two in mind, two specific bikes that I thought would be a direct replacement for my ZX6R, with the Yamaha R9 or the Triumph Street Triple 765. I thought those two would satisfy my craving for the power that the ZX6R was giving me. But if you look at the prices, I couldn't justify trading my ZX6R for that. For instance, the Yamaha R9, I was talking to my guy at the dealership. He said after everything, all the taxes, markups, tariffs, all the fees, right, you would total out to almost $20,000 for the Yamaha R9, because no dealer is gonna want to work with you. So immediately the R9 was out of the picture. The 765 Street Triple from Triumph, I just thought it was also too expensive, you know, for 13,000 MSRP plus fees. I'm looking at about upwards of like 18,000. Also don't think that would have been a good choice money wise. Always considered the CFMOTO 675SS in the back of my head, but I knew it wasn't going to be a direct replacement for my ZX6R. However, I went to the dealership, started the bike, I heard the thing, and I was like, dude, this sounds really nice. You know, I only went there to talk, but then my guy at the dealership said, hey, I can do this for no markup. You'll just have to pay for the fees, DMV fees and freight charge. That sounded really good in my head financially. You know, here we are today, no ZX6R anymore, and we are moving on with the CFMOTO 675. And honestly, I don't regret it. I really don't. I will miss the ZX6R. That bike will always hold a special place in my heart. I'm glad I have a couple videos on it. Took her to San Diego a couple times, took her to the back roads a couple times, and you know, I'm happy. And I was telling myself, if I really wanted the ZX6R, maybe I'll get it again later. Stay tuned for videos on this bike. It's my new baby, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we made it back to downtown LA. That's the main reason why we are riding this CFMOTO 675 today. I traded in, man. It was time to say goodbye to the ZX6R. End of an era, man. Such a good bike. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.